Hey, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is OmniBadu and I am back with another one. Yay! Keep in mind that these are general collective readings and I don't read for any one specific sign on this channel. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, be honest with yourself. Plug yourself into the reading where you deserve to be. Smack it up, flip it, rub it down, hit the reverse on it. Do whatever you have to do, but don't force it. Only take what resonates with you, your life, your story, and leave the rest behind. If this is your story, your business, if this resonates, give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, and subscribe if you likes my vibe. Welcome, hey, if you're new, and welcome back if you have been here before. Hey. All right, y'all, let's see what we got coming out. Bad news. Divine Feminine with GPS. Okay, so maybe somebody that y'all have been like trying to hide from or stay away from may have maybe like getting in contact with you. Yeah, it's like if you have this person blocked, like you may not want to hear from them, or you may have even moved to a different side of town, a different city, a different location. So you could have relocated from somebody, and maybe, you know, you kind of even, I won't say you forgot about the person or the situation, because I feel like it was something negative and toxic, but you tried to move past it and leave it behind you and not allow it to control you, or you didn't want to live in fear or something kind of like that. But I feel like you're going to hear from this person. They're going to text you, call you. They may leave a note on your car, on your door, to let you know like that they found you type shit, you know, kind of crazy, a little stalkery, a little weird, with secrets out here too though. There's definitely somebody looking for y'all, but it don't have to be, it don't have to be Jeffrey Dahmer, you know, it doesn't have to be. It can be. For some of y'all, this is a warning that, you know, somebody that you've been hiding from is finna find you. Some of y'all are getting ready to go into hiding from someone, and they're gonna be looking for you like crazy whenever they get out, or, you know, whatever, whenever they figure it out or whatever, something. But yeah, if it's not somebody, we have heartbreak. Yeah, somebody is heartbroken. Like, what the hell is going on? Y'all got somebody in their feelings? You guys might have walked away from a situation and left the other person feeling like all types of ways. Heartbroken, sad, mad, angry, deceived, betrayed. They may feel played. This could have been somebody who thought they were a player. Look, they might have thought they were a player, and now they may be somewhere like low-key angry and heartbroken because they feel like they got played. So that's interesting. Like, how you trying to hurt people and break people's hearts, but when it happens to you, all of a sudden you mad. We have Jackass coming out also. So yeah, definitely somebody who thought they were a player. For some of y'all, ended up getting ghosted. You might not even been intending or trying to ghost this person. You might have tried to talk to them normally, or, you know, set some healthy, respectful boundaries. And maybe this person just couldn't respect those boundaries. You know, they may just not be a healthy person. They don't have a healthy mindset. They don't have healthy intentions with the way that they handle people and the way that they operate in their day-to-day lives. This person might even be toxic at work. Who knows, right? But yeah, I feel like you were like, no, like maybe there were too many secrets. It was too much shit you didn't know. As a woman, as a divine feminine, we get to a place where we're like, no, nah, like 2 and 2 is not adding up. It's not making 4. The math is not mathing. And that could just be something that you have grown to not want to tolerate, you know, right? Like, I don't really want to deal with the goofy shit. I don't want to deal with the bullshit. And while I'm saying that, we have Goodbye with Self-Love coming out, right? So, I mean, literally had to bounce because It did not feel right. It didn't feel happy. It didn't feel healthy there. It didn't feel like you were loving on yourself and putting yourself first. And with living in the moment, it's like you don't have time to stick around in a situation longer than you need to be there. If I'm supposed to be here for a season and a reason, I'm gonna learn the lesson and get out of Dodge, right? Like, I'm gonna be here as long as I need to be here, and I'm gonna go when it's time for me to go. And so, yeah, you're taking things day by day. You're living in the moment. You're not allowing your emotions or, your past traumas and things like that to control you. And I feel like it just has you moving in a very carefree, very positive type of energy. And so you may be very attractive right now, where you're drawing a lot of people towards you, or a lot of exes may be trying to resurface and things like that. But I'm not feeling like people are going to be able to affect you energetically. Yeah. With shocking news, under pressure, there could be something that has you feeling like time is running out, or anxious, or there's a decision that you need to make. This could be pertaining to work. This could be pertaining to your living situation. It could also be just pertaining to dealing with this person. You may be trying to figure out, should you cut them off? Should you let them go? Should you leave this behind? And I feel like the fact that you're questioning it so much, the fact that you low-key feel like you're sacrificing some of your own self-love for this situation, that's your answer, right? You don't gotta ask us. You don't gotta look for it. It's confirmation, sure, but you also have to believe in yourself. And I feel like a lot of you guys know what you know. I feel like you know that it's time to be done with this person. So if there's a decision that needs to be made, if it's giving you anxiety to think about not seeing this person again, not speaking to them again, not having them around, you may still have a little bit of healing and some past traumas and things like that are still kind of lingering around, some codependency issues or whatever, and that could just, again, be based off shit you went through in your early adulthood or your childhood, both in combination or whatever. But yeah, that don't mean let the person keep hanging on to you and bleeding you dry and sucking out all your energy and just being a complete freaking weirdo, right? So coming to this conclusion may be shocking for you. It could be shocking for the other person also, right? Where you're just like, damn, I can't believe, like, I'm really done. Because that could be something that you're not accustomed to, that may not be your usual and your norm, right? It's just cutting people off cold turkey, never to hear from them again, never see them again. That might not be your stilo. That's not really what you've been doing in the past. You may hang on to people, allow people to hang on to you. You might have checked in with people, oh, hey, I'm just trying to make sure you're all right, make sure you're good. Are you taking your medicine? Whatever, stuff like that. But I feel like you've advanced. You've grown, you've matured. But spiritually, for sure, you've grown. Now, others of you, like I said, this could have something to do with a job or where you're living or something like that. You could even be going through something that's just not the best, just in your day-to-day life with anxiety and under pressure. Some of y'all are doing something, you have a business venture, and it may be a side hustle. This may not be your main source of income, but maybe you intended for it to become your main source of income. Like, yes, it started off as a side hustle, but you may really enjoy it. You may really love it. You may feel like, I would much rather do that all day than what you currently are doing. And so that may be causing you to feel anxiety and make you feel like you need to hurry up and make a choice and a decision. And should you quit? Should I quit? Should I quit and just focus on it full time? Maybe if I was focusing on it full time, then, it would have grown further by now, and things like that. I feel like meditate and pray on that. Don't hurry up and rush and make a decision to quit your job and focus full time on your side hustle without having all kind of savings and backup plans and shit, because time isn't really running out. It's just how you feel. It's almost like a pressure, a deadline, a clock that you have put on yourself. Yeah. So, but yeah, if there is really something going on where you're really under a lot of pressure or whatever, I don't know, like whatever, then I do feel like something is coming in to kind of relieve some of that stress, relieve some of that pressure. even if it is the business thing or whatever. Like somebody could come in and want to collaborate, or you may meet a friend that's able to give you some sort of knowledge or insight into whatever it is that you didn't know previously. Could even be something that you never even thought or considered looking into because you just literally didn't freaking know about it. And then somebody comes in like, this is what I know, or this is what I feel like, this is what I did for my business or whatever. And I feel like that's going to be shocking. Like, damn, I didn't even think of that. That never would have crossed my mind to do that. Like, and it's really going to help you out, and it's going to relieve whatever is the shocking news that's coming to you. It's going to relieve the pressure. And I feel like it's shocking news because although you may keep your mindset positive and be trying to manifest greatness and become the ruler of your own universe and all these types of things, right? It's still always like, what? Did that really just happen? Did I really just get that bag? Or did I really just get, right? So, keep a positive mindset, I feel like. Stay positive, continue manifesting, continue thinking positive things and saying positive affirmations, and just don't allow that pressure to get to you and the anxiety. We don't want to let that kind of shit control us. Knowing they fucked up, what? Could be, okay, Spirit. Whoever you guys said goodbye to, whoever you've walked away from to put I won't even say put yourself first, right? Sure, for some of y'all, this is you stepping into your first, like getting your little baby legs up under you, like a baby deer. You wiggling, you wobbling, you tumble down here and there, but you're getting your legs up under you, right? These are your first strides into self-love. But for the majority of you, I feel like it's more maintaining that energy, right? Like I've always had self-love. I've always known what self-respect was. You get to a point where it's like, okay, no, I have to start implementing these things. Just because I know them, that don't mean I'm showing them. And so, yeah, I feel like a while back, a lot of you guys already got to a place where you cutting shit off when it needs to be cut off, okay? You throwing shit away when it needs to be tossed. And so this person getting the boot, it was inevitable, if they weren't acting the way accordingly and the way you feel like, keeps you in a place of feeling respected and whatnot. So they were always going to have to go just because of this person's mentality or mindset or narcissism or ego or whatever, all of the above. You may have even gave this person warnings. Spirit is saying like the shocking news was for the masculine for some of you guys, and it was you walking away. It was you telling them, look, I think we've done enough here, or don't call me anymore. I won't call you anymore. It's no beef, but go your own way, or whatever, however it went down. That may have been something this person wasn't expecting because they just may not be used to that, or they might have felt like you guys had a really strong bond, or if y'all were like sexual with this person, the sex could have been like crazy good, okay? It could have been tea, and they just may not have been expecting it. But knowing they fucked up, it's like at the same time, although they weren't expecting it, this person still knows that they were doing shit that would make you want to get the fuck up out of Dodge. They just didn't think you'd actually get the fuck up and get out of Dodge. Like that's the part that's shocking to them. So they're the ones. Now, this is not discounting or taking away the fact that you may be under some pressure and you're getting some sort of positive, shocking news that's going to relieve the pressure in your life outside of love and relationships and whatnot. But I'm telling you, at the same time, as you're feeling pressure and anxiety for what you're feeling it for, this person, which y'all could have a very strong soul tie, because y'all energy is feeling like it's mirroring. It's like they're going through what you're going through, obviously for different reasons. You're under pressure for whatever is going on in your life. They're feeling pressured because they feel like it's only a matter of time. There's only a small window of them to be able to come back into your life. But they also know they fucked up, which I feel is where the anxiety comes in. At the bottom of the deck, we have moving on, loving you, free, right? Letting go. So they know they messed up. They don't want to accept that you guys are over. They don't want to accept that you're really done with them. And I feel like it's because this person may really, really like you. They just may have some bad habits. You know, I'm not going to say this is just the most horrible person you've ever met. Like, I don't feel like this is the worst of them, you know, but this is somebody where it's like, okay, man, hold on, wait, let me look at this. I thought so. Yeah, that's nuts. This card belongs in this deck. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep it, but I am cracking up. Not moving on, thank you next being the first card out. So moving on, thank you next. Shine. Your light irritates their demons. Oh, we know this. But I don't even feel like it's that person necessarily. I just feel like this is in general. You're of the light, you're positive, you're high-spirited, high vibrational. I feel like also kind of whimsical and aloof, right? You may kind of be in your own world, you know, not to say you're not present. I feel like you can be present if and when you want to, but I feel like majority of the time you may kind of be in your own world or live in your own world. And again, not saying you don't talk to people and have other connections, but still, right? Like maybe you find yourself drifting off or daydreaming a lot or, you know, kind of going off into la la land. But I feel like that's also has a lot to do with the fact of you being like a master manifester, right? So you may daydream a lot or even visualize a lot, the future, visualize who you're going to be, visualize what you're going to be doing, possibly even, you know, if you code with it, you could be even seeing where you're going to live, you know, see yourself walking around in a certain type of environment, walking around in a certain type of home, you know, see your kid if you have kids, see your future kids if you want kids, see the dog, right? Like you may be looking into your future, taking peeks, taking glimpses, so you can make sure that you're working towards what you need to actually work towards and moving in the right direction to manifest that reality, right? So yeah, you're not like, I don't feel like you're all over the place or lost or anything like that. I just feel like you're manifesting at all times, okay? We have falling apart, falling into pieces, which of course goes along with the moving on, thank you next. But it's like the fact that you're remaining upbeat, you're remaining positive, you're remaining in this high vibration, I do feel like it is low-key kind of disturbing this past masculine's demons. This is somebody who likes chaos and conflict. They like toxicity. They like trauma bonds, right? Because it makes them feel smart or important or valuable. It makes them feel attractive or whatever, right? All of the above. If you can't move on from me, then I must be something. If you can't let me go, then I must be a prize. You know, if you can't hop off this meat, then it must be the best meat you ever had. You know, it's not that it's dirty ass street meat and now you have some sort of sexually transmitted demon attachment. No, it's not that. It's because it's the best you ever had, right? So, yeah. But you're not like that. You're not cut from that cloth. Promiscuous wanted to come out, which has been coming out a lot with the masculine energy lately. I mean, which I feel like it just speaks volumes. And it's also like confirming why y'all got up out of there. Because what? Sleeps around, a hot free-for-all, sleeps with your man. Which we feel we're taking this as sleeps with, not your man, but with anybody, right? Sleeps around. Because women are not the only people who can be promiscuous. So whoever made these cards sucks, right? So, but yeah, this person they're falling apart. They're falling into pieces. But it has more to do with their ego than it does with you not being there. I'm not saying they don't like you and they don't miss you and stuff. But I'm telling you, this person they move around in their ego, and their ego is really, really big, and they come off as extremely arrogant and stuff like that in order to mask their insecurities. You know, they may have even mirrored your energy back to you. If you were extremely confident, they may have mirrored that to you, because I feel like that's how this person moves. They They watch how you're acting, maybe even in the first couple of weeks or days, depending on how quick they pick up on things. This person may have even been kind of quiet when y'all first met and did more listening, right? That's so they can absorb and take in what type of woman you are, right? What type of person you are. Are you this? Are you that? Okay. Because if you're this type, then they need to present themselves as that type, but if you over here doing this, then they need to go over here and do that, so I feel like this person maybe kind of mirrored you back to you, which allowed you to feel more comfortable or open up or fall for them or whatever, right? But again, I feel like being intuitive and things, that game, that mask, that mirroring only got this person so far. Fake flexing, acts rich, flosses money, acts fancy, shows off, etc. So this person could be out somewhere right now, maybe tricking on somebody, or maybe they're coming in to try to trick on you. This person could be that type. They could lead with their money and their finances and the things that they have, again, because this person is insecure and they don't feel like they have anything else to offer. Maybe they don't feel like they're attractive enough. They don't feel like they're tall enough. They don't feel like they have enough. So they're going to showboat what they do have to make it seem like they have so much more, right? Because they feel like, oh, nobody would want me if I wasn't rich. It's because, again, that's an insecurity. So you don't have anything good to talk about. You don't have, a positive person. Like, there's nothing else about you that would make anybody want to stick around and be in your life besides how much money you got. Like, yeah, you definitely need some mental help. What's going on? Who don't love you, right? Who did this to you? Who treated you like this? I don't know. So we have groupie with drama starter. See, y'all, this keep giving me the energy of a third party. With the fake flexing and the groupie, this person likes to trick, right? They like to give. They like to shower with money and gifts and possibly even attention. Just give. But it's not for them. It's not for the benefit of the person receiving whatever it's for them, right? It's for the praise that they're going to get for buying you all the shit. It's the praise that they're going to get for taking you to the place. It's the praise that they're going to get for pulling up in the car. Ooh, that's your car. Ooh. Right? It's not about you. It's about them. But there's somebody who may have really fallen into this person's little fake money game, and they might have fallen for this person. I won't say love because it's toxic. It's a trauma bond, right? So it's not real love or anything like that, but maybe they were even telling each other that they loved each other, but the masculine just loved that the person did what they were supposed to do. They fell in line, they fell in order, they got lust all in their eyes, because you can lust after money too, right? It's not just a person's body that you can lust after. You just have a lustful spirit. And so I feel like, yeah, there could be a feminine who maybe says or acts like, or even possibly thinks that they're in love with this masculine, but they're really a groupie, right? They're really caught up on the things that this person has and provides and gives to them. And I feel like, they give this person the ego boost that this person needs, this masculine. They act accordingly, right? They're thirsty, desperate, pick me energy. And that's what this masculine wants. They want a thirsty, desperate pick me, right? So that, because if you're thirsty, if you're desperate, if the money is like means something to you and it makes you feel like, oh, well, if I could just bag him, then I'd have this type of status, and all this types of shit, then it's easier for the person that you want that lifestyle from, it's easier for them to abuse you, right? Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, it's easier for you to get used and abused. It's easier for you to get played and betrayed, right? And this person may like to use women and play women and shit like that, right? So they got to get you in a certain mindset before they can take off and start pulling that bullshit, right? with you, I feel like knowing they fucked up, they were trying to play their chess, right? But for you, it felt like they were playing checkers. You know, in the past, motherfuckers was playing chess and we was out here with our heads spinning like, what the fuck is going on now? Wait a minute. Hold on. Hold up. Somebody got to explain this shit to me, right? But after moving forward, learning, you know, evolving, transmuting, changing, right? Rebirthing and all this types of shit. Yeah, it's not happening over here, right? So whatever this person was trying to do, I feel like it did not stick with you. But they want you back for some reason. And it could just be a simple, they don't like to lose. But I also feel like because you did something different and you treated them different and you handled the situation different, and, you know, I feel like low-key, like this person might have, I don't know if they caught real feelings for you, but it kind of feels like this person thinks that they're in love with you now because of how you are, because of how you moving, because you different, because you do shit different, you say shit different, you walk different, you talk different, right? And you may have even been handling them like they were a child or like they were a narcissist or whatever while you were dealing with them. You know, constantly maybe telling them like, please stop, you know, doing that. Because this person could have been a petty Betty, right? But they do petty shit to fuck with people's minds. That's the game, right? That's how they're able to play chess with so many people. Oh boy. But when you know the game, you know the game, okay? And yeah, so I feel like they wasn't playing no chess over there. It was straight checkers on your board. Like, oh, you think you in the big leagues? Like, nah, baby. You are not. This is child's play. Yeah, so you see what I'm saying? With the moon, the page of swords, this person is watching you, or maybe somebody that's attached to them is possibly watching you. Because we do have the groupie with the drama starter. So I do feel like there is somebody else in the picture who plays the game and who participates there, whether it's willing or unwilling, which I think they feel like it's willing, but this masculine may have them wrapped around his finger, or their mind is all gone and shit over him, possibly exactly how he wants people to behave and wanted you to behave, but it didn't happen like that. So that person is in the background or in the wind, or they somewhere. Okay, so they could be the one that's watching you because they may like to stir up issues and problems and whatnot, you know, to try to keep this masculine's focus and attention on them, which actually may be driving the masculine towards other people because they're always, you know, showing their ass. Because I feel like this is you sitting here in this Queen of Pentacles energy, focusing on your coin, focusing on your stability, mature, grounded, right? Stable. The Queen of Pentacles is responsible, taking care of your responsibilities. Some of you guys could be a Capricorn. You could be a Virgo or a Taurus also, or you could be no earth sign at all. But yeah, some of y'all could be a Capricorn. And I just felt that very strongly. And then you have this person coming back around to make some sort of offer to you. Now, it doesn't have to be this masculine per se, but it tracks that it would be. But this masculine could also be just here sitting in the Page of Swords. So this other masculine, there could be a second masculine who's coming towards you guys to offer you something solid and stable. And it has taken a while for this person to make its, you know, make the energy, I guess, to make its way to you. And even this person to make his or her way towards you. Because of what, you know, I guess this other masculine's energy maybe have been a blockage, or maybe you needed to close out or finish out that cycle or whatever before this new energy could come in, because the new energy is coming with something solid and stable. The Knight of Pentacles is the only knight that doesn't rush in, right? The Knight of Pentacles actually moves very, very slow because, you know, the horse is being weighed down by the pentacles, right? It's carrying large money. It's carrying stability, right? So yeah, somebody is coming towards you guys to offer you something real. But I do feel like this other masculine, this one that you've said goodbye to, I feel like this person is watching you, whether it be in the background or energetically on social media, something like that. Because the Nine of Wands is like, I don't even feel like this situation got that deep to where you're like hurt or you had to re-heal from the situation. Like, no, but because you are a wounded warrior, because you have healed from previous past traumas and you vibrate that way, this person knows that you're strong. They knew that you were strong when they were dealing with you. They knew you weren't really the type of person to be messed around with or, you know, trying to string along or play in your face or manipulate you or bring you down, you know, or kind of dim your light to make them shine brighter and or humble you. Like, no, motherfucker, you won't be doing none of the above. So you do sit in the wounded warrior energy, but not because this person wounded you and you had to go re-heal from that. It's just because you've survived so many things in your life. And I feel like you've survived so many things that have made you feel like you've lived multiple different lives in this one life. Like, I've had so many different lives, different lifetimes, different shit going on or whatever. Something is coming to you guys. The universe, spirit, source, the angels, your ancestors, whoever, whatever you believe in. There's a blessing coming your way with judgment. It's something that you deserve. It's something that is being like bestowed upon you because of some good shit that you've been doing. Because you're getting out of shit when you need to. You're not allowing people to hang on to you forever and ever and years and latch on to you and feed off of you. And I feel like you're making hard decisions, and they are hard, but you're doing it, and you're doing it the way you're supposed to. And so, yeah, I feel like, you know, the angels, there's some sort of blessing that is headed your way. Could be this Knight of Pentacles, if, you know, a new partner or whatever would feel like a blessing to you. But this Knight of Pentacles could also be finances, you know, with me saying like the horse is bringing money and the horse is bringing stability. It may not be through a person. It could just be stability and of some sort of financial boost or financial wealth or blessings or whatever coming your way because you've been able to successfully heal and protect your peace and guard and defend yourself and your household and you know, all the people and the energies around you. You're getting blessed. Judgment is going in your favor. So again, this under pressure, anxiety, decisions, times is running out, shit like that, you could really feel like shit, you know, this is the end, but it's the end, right? It's intentional. It's like the world, 10 of swords type shit, right? Like, it's truly the end of a whole complete cycle. Truly the end of somebody's whole ass energy that got to get off of you and remove itself from your life when this blessing is bestowed upon you, right? When you get this blessing, when whatever this stability is that flows into your life, even if it is a new person, it's going to be the type of love or the type of connection where nobody else is going to matter, right? Nobody's opinion is going to matter. What people think about you guys together isn't going to matter. If somebody's like, oh, he's ugly, it's not going to faze you. It's not going to shake you. You will feel nothing, right? It'll just be like, you hating, right? Or so what, right? Or whatever anybody could possibly say to try to dim this person's light or dim your light to this person or pull you guys apart or knock you off your square or make you feel insecure. It's going to go in one ear and out the fucking other. Because it's going to feel so right. So yeah, I feel like the judgment is coming down, coming towards you. It's coming your way. It's coming down. But it's like really, really good energy. Because you could get judgment for all types of shit, bad shit too. But because you've been moving the way you've been moving and you've continued to stay strong and everything, you're being blessed. And it's going to take you into a whole nother like time zone, right? You know, I hope, I don't know. I'm always like, I hope I'm making sense, but like, I hope I'm saying this right. yeah, it's almost like you're gonna leave. You're going into a different timeline, if that makes sense. Because you could have stayed in that past timeline and you would have continued having to deal with those same people and deal with those same dramas and traumas and continue going through that karmic loop and that karmic cycle over and over and over and over and over again. Because that's what most people do. They don't heal, they don't evolve, they don't shift, they don't grow, right? And then their life looks the exact same until the day they die. This judgment is feeling so much to me like you're going into a new direction. You're starting a new life. You're going to be calling in newer energies, different energies that match your current frequency. It's like spirit had to look and wait and see. What frequency are you really in? What are you really about? What's really important to you? What really matters to you, right? And now that you know, now that source knows, now that the divine spirit, your ancestors, now that you have positive energy backing you, it's like, okay, now it's time to bless the collective. Now it's time to bring their person in if that's what you want. Now it's time to bring their bag in if that's what you want. Now it's time to bless their business if that's what you're doing, right? Like now it's time to bless whatever new direction that you're going in. And it's like it's allowing you to completely detach and leave those past people and past energies behind you. And I feel like it's something that you've wanted to do and that you've been trying to do, but maybe you didn't have the resources. And now the resources are coming to you because you've consistently said, or sent up or prayed that this is what I want and this is why. This is what I need and this is why. This is this and this is this, right? And so now you're getting it. But with the moon, spirit is wanting you to move in silence. Like, if you get a new man, don't go running telling everybody about your beautiful new king because they're not going to be happy for you. They're going to start sending the evil eye. They're going to start trying to manifest, destruction and breaking up and chaos and negativity between you and that person. I wouldn't even let nobody lay their fucking eyes on my new person. Not nobody from your past. I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a damn how fake they are, how much they pretend like they like and love you. It's fake. Don't fall for it. You already know what it is and what it isn't. They done played in your face multiple times before. At this point, if you continue to let people act like they like you when they consistently show you that they don't, you're the problem. Don't shoot. Don't shoot. Okay? I said what I said. If the same bitch keep getting to fuck your dudes, you're the problem, not her. Yeah, she got problems, but she couldn't fuck these dudes if you didn't keep trying to dangle them around in her face, right? You know what I'm saying? So we have to start taking full accountability for our actions or we're never going to change. We're never going to shift. We're never going to grow, evolve. We're never going to receive these blessings, right? So you got to keep it a buck with yourself. Okay, I can't bring my dudes around my cousin. She slutted out. She freaked out. Okay, she's a bust down. She's a bop bop, right? So, keep it a bang with yourself and never bring a motherfucker around her again. It don't matter. You ain't got no man. You ain't really got no man. You always lying. She's trying to trick you into bringing somebody else around that she can flirt with and fuck. Come on now. Come on. Stay with me, right? Work with me, shit. So yeah, you got to take accountability. You have to stop thinking. You got to stop seeing the best in everybody because sometimes it's not there. Okay, you're seeing shit that doesn't. But that's my cousin. She love him. No, do she? For real? So her fucking all your dudes humping on everybody you done humped on feels like love to you? Okay, because it feels like disgusting, weird, bitch, hating asshole activities and behavior to me. But I don't know. I don't know her. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what I hear. Right? So it's like, and it may keep you in this 9 of Wands, defensive ass, cussing people out or always crying and victimizing yourself. Because sometimes that happens. You can fall into victim mentality when someone is always fucking doing something to you. Then you start to feel like, well, maybe everybody's always doing something to me. Maybe everybody's against me. Or because this person said, and then you start looking like you're the fucking crazy one, right? People start saying, well, I know why all your dudes is fucking with her, because you a weak ass, crazy ass, right? And you start, there's no sympathy anymore. You become a burden and a problem, right? So you don't want to live in the Nine of Wands. You don't want to live in this overly defensive, I'm gonna bite your fucking head off if you look over here ass energy. That shit ain't cute, cool, or healthy, okay? Yeah. If you're like, if you don't feel like you're resonating in the Queen of Pentacles energy, if you don't feel like you have your money right, or you don't feel like you have stability, or, you don't feel like you're handling business, because these are all things that the Queen of Pentacles does. With the Knight of Wands, I feel like you're quickly moving towards that energy of being more responsible, being more stable. It's an adjustment, right? Especially if you're a young mother, and I don't mean like 20 years old. I mean like you got a 2-month-old or a 1-year-old or a 2-year-old. You're still a young mother. It doesn't matter what age you yourself are. If it's your first kid, you have to learn how to be a mom. It doesn't matter how old you are. It don't matter how late in the game you started having kids. You have to learn how to be a mom if you've never been a mom before. It is something new. You can watch motherfuckers be moms all day, every day. It is not the same as being a mom yourself, right? So I feel like with this rushing, this fast forward, like type of energy, this fast moving energy, it's like you're moving towards the stability. You're moving towards in the direction that you want to be in. You may feel like I don't know what I'm doing, or I'm not doing this right, or I need help if dad isn't around, if it's a new baby type of situation. And things are going to quickly start to shift and change. You're quickly going to start to shift into mommy mode. You're quickly going to start to shift into responsibility and maturity and putting the baby first and not the man, because fuck him, right? He's not important. If he was, he'd be there. If he wanted to be valued, he'd be there. The focus should never be on the other parent or whatever. The baby is here now, right? You got to put your focus and shit on the kid or the kids. They're here. They exist. They need shit. They need love. They need attention. And they need shit, which means you need to be able to keep your mind right so you can get the money to get the shit they need, right? Quickly. Okay, Spirit is saying. But I also feel like quickly you're shifting, like, fuck this man, I need to focus on my kid. He may be with another woman, he may even be with another woman he got a kid with, and he taking care of that kid and there for that kid, and your kid, he's like, fuck your kid. And I know that hurts, I know, trigger warning, but fuck him, right? It's not about him. It's about the baby. The baby is the most important thing here, not the man, right? Not even you. It's the baby, right? So yeah, Knight of Wands. Things are quickly going to shift for you. I mean, some of y'all just needed to hear the right message, and boom, bam, bow, fuck it. You right. It is the baby. My bad. I mean, you never know. You never know where your clarity is going to come from. Now look at this. The Emperor with the Knight of Pentacles. And I was telling you guys, like, that could be a person. This could be your person. This could be the person. This is the man right here, right? Could be an Aries or a Scorpio masculine for some of you guys. Of course, obviously, it doesn't have to be. This, again, is just somebody who's in control. They're masculine, but not overly masculine, not toxic masculinity. They're a leader, not a dictator. This is somebody who knows how to lead without being overbearing or toxic, talking down to you, trying to control you, trying to make you feel like you ain't shit, or trying to make you feel like you dumb. This is somebody who's going to make you feel valued, valuable, and like a partner, like you're in a partnership and not a dictatorship. No more Little Caesar energy, okay? Like, no, we don't want that. We don't need it. We ain't sign up for that. We don't want that shit. Matter of fact, I want your friend. I'm allowed to switch. No, I'm just like, kidding. No, but for real. Okay. So you have this person that's coming in, they're bringing stability, they're bringing good shit, they're bringing positivity, they're bringing a bag, okay? This is somebody that you're going to be able to have an empire with and a legacy and a happily ever after. All the shit you may want, right? All the shit you may need that you don't even know you want or need right now. Just beautiful, right? Ace of Cups, beautiful. New beginnings. Aces are brand new, just infantile energy, right? It's like you crawling into that thing like a baby. It's cute. I love it. But you got this Nine of Wands energy behind the Ace of Cups, okay? And that's kind of goes back to what I was saying about being overly defensive and almost coming off like a victim all the damn time, or sitting in victim energy or victim mentality. I feel like this is almost like a be careful of that, okay? Don't start laying all your burdens and shit down on the Emperor. First of all, you're not supposed to be telling people, about your past anyway, because that ain't their business. Once years in or something, if you're comfortable enough like that, maybe give them snippets and bits here and there, I suppose, but I don't feel like you should ever do it. It's not their business. They can't change the past. They can't help you heal from the past. All you have to heal by yourself, and you can't change it. It already happened. So what's the point in talking about it with somebody new, right? And if somebody is overly curious, if they're asking a lot about what your past man did and didn't do and what happened there, they don't have good intentions, because what the fuck do you need to know that for? Are you trying to see what you can get away with? Are you trying to see if you can cheat on me and play me? Because if you like, oh, well, he was a cheater and I just didn't want to think bad about him or let him go. So, I just continue to give him chance after chance. That you just telling this person that you can cheat on me. I'm going to give you chance after chance after chance after chance, because that's what I did with him, right? So yeah, don't give too much. And don't sit in that victim mentality or being overly defensive. When this person come in and offer you love, don't knock the cup out their hand and splash the juice all down their outfit and be like, you lying ass son of a bitch, I know you trying to fucking play me. Like, no. This person is going to, I told y'all, the Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady moving energy. It's somebody who's bringing in real shit. It's somebody who's bringing in stability. Along with the Emperor, this is somebody who's thoughtful. This is somebody who's patient, who takes their time before they make decisions and things like that, right? So they've really thought about, do they want to make this love offer to you? They've really thought about the energy and the effort and the time that it's going to take to be with you and to deal with your trauma that you've already, they know you, right? They know you might have trust issues. They know this, and they're still willing and ready and wanting to give you this Ace of Cups. So don't knock it the fuck out their hand, okay? Don't take it and beat them over the head with it, and tell them you ain't with the bullshit. Like, calm down, just relax. It's kind of what Spirit is saying. Like, turn your gangsta off just a little bit. Okay. This is interesting. So we have the Magician, right? With the Magician has everything that they need to manifest exactly whatever it is that they want. And so I feel like you're manifesting, you have what you need to manifest what it is that you want, but there is somebody in competition with you, or either there's somebody who's competing with you, and maybe they want to try to, it's something weird about some sort of trickster spirit, or some sort of wizardry or something, some sort of like warlock shit going on or something. Somebody may be trying to cast your way or put something on you or put something to you. They could be getting some sort of false information from someone who's a competitor of yours, somebody who is jealous of you or who wants to seem like, they're supreme and you're, copying off of them or something weird, right? Somebody's trying to have somebody put something on you because they're in competition with you. And I just feel weird about it. And I'm trying to get this out correctly, because they're going to someone and leading that person to believe that you are trying to energetically or harm them or something in some way, right? But they're lying. And they know to lie. They know they can't just come in and say, hey, I'm jealous of this person and I want them to stop doing what they're doing so I can do it, So they're lying to the person and saying this person is doing this, that, and the third, maybe basically trying to energetically harm me or whatever. And so they're encouraging somebody to like do some sort of black juju or some sort of bad negative casting towards you or something. Don't worry about it. It's not gonna affect you. I don't feel like it's gonna affect you at all. It almost looked like it may backfire with the 5 of Wands. Yeah, Temperance. Yeah. So yeah, we have, I feel like it's gonna kind of backfire with Temperance. You're very tempered, you're very balanced. Your light and your dark are very balanced. Your feminine and your masculine are very balanced. You're not overly emotional and overly in your feelings and overly in feminine energy, but you're not mad and angry and bitter and hostile and aggressive. You're not in masculine energy. You're sitting right in the middle. If you need to sway this way, you sway that way. If you need to sway the swaying, we're swaying, but we always make it back to the fucking middle, right? Like, that's what the sway, that's why we're swaying. So yeah, that's where the Temperance comes in. I feel like you sway in the directions that you need to sway in, but you're very grounded and very tempered, also very protected. Ooh, okay. That's so dangerous to me and shit, and kind of scary, because I feel like people don't need to be playing in shit and with people that they don't really understand who they're fucking with. But it is what it is. I feel like it's gonna backfire. I feel like this person is manifesting some sort of conflict or chaos in your life, but somehow they're gonna end up in some sort of situation. Like, I don't want to say, but I almost feel like somebody is about to end up in some sort of physical altercation, maybe with a coworker, maybe with a roommate. Somebody's getting ready to end up in some sort of physical something. And I don't know, I feel like they aren't expecting it or whatever. Like, it's gonna really, really catch this person off guard and completely by surprise. But it's because they're focusing and channeling so much of their energy towards you. It's just, when it backfires, because this person may find themselves to be some sort of, genie. And so, yeah, when it backfires and everything, I just feel like it's going to be like, what? Like, they're not going to have no idea what's going on, because they feel like they got it all figured out and they think they know shit. Yeah, and so I don't want to talk about it too much. I don't want to get into too much, but yeah, it's like somebody's going to be in for a very rude awakening. They're going to realize who got it and who don't, who this and who that, and whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay, whoop-de-doo, okay? So, whoever this is over here, the jackass that's watching you guys, and we're not just name calling, it's here, okay? With the Page of Swords, this person is watching you. They may even be talking about you. They may even be on that, what is it called? Gosh, where they get a group of people together, like they rally up the troops so everybody can hate you and bash you and talk shit about you together, like, but it's they bitch. So that, you know what I mean? Something crazy and weird like that. Like, she should be like punching him upside his head for even worried about you, right? But she's like jumping on the bandwagon and trying to help this person like talk down and tear you down and call you ugly. She ugly anyway, and this person like, but really their heart is hurting because they think you're the most splendid thing they've ever laid their eyes on. And with strength here, they're stalking the shit out of you, either energetically or driving past your spot or looking you up on social media constantly or whatever. But they're getting all these people to talk down on you and doing all this weird shit because they can't stop thinking about you, because they have you all on their mind, because they love you, or at least something. They still feeling that soul tie, right? Now, y'all know I don't ever be feeling like nobody really love nobody for real. Now, this Emperor is coming in with real love type energy, but not the person from the past. And with the Two of Cups and the Moon, it's like what it really is that this person is feeling the soul tie still. You may feel the soul tie with this person as well, but it is what it is, right? So with the moon, it's like this person is moving in silence. They secretly are still feeling this soul tie. They're secretly desiring you. They're wanting you. You really fulfill this person emotionally in ways that they did not expect you to fulfill them, because they have never been looking for emotional fulfillment. This person likes sex, right? They're always looking for a physical attachment and physical fulfillment. They don't expect anybody to get into their mind, their head, you know, or into their heart. And I feel like you found your way in on accident, you know, just being who you are naturally and loving on this person for the time that you loved on them. And it could be something as simple as rubbing this person's head, right? I'm good for that. I like to rub on these niggas' heads, but it's just more of like a it's more of like a anxiety thing or something for me. You know, it's like having like a dog or a cat and you just petting it, you know, it's like soothing for me, right? So I do that a lot, and I know guys be really liking that, but it's like, okay, it's cool, but in my head it's like, well, I wasn't even, it was like absent-minded. I didn't think about it. And I have a son, I rub his head a lot because these niggas are my sons, right? So yeah, it could be something really, really minute, but I know every guy's like, oh man, like I'm sitting here getting my head rubbed, and I'm like, okay, you know, whatever. Right? So yeah, something tiny like that got you weasel, that opened up this person's heart space. And then it was the little things that you continue to do after that. But you just may be a little things type of person. It's the little things, paying attention, remembering somebody's birthday, remembering what they like to eat or drink. You know, y'all go have coffee once, and the next time y'all meet for coffee, you already have their drink, it's made right, and they're just like, oh, you remembered my drink. That kind of shit blows people. It does. And I'm always like, yeah, you know, not thinking, ain't nobody ever remembered this man's drink before. Matter of fact, no one has ever even ordered this man a drink before. They'll sit there and wait for this man to get there and order their drink, you know, like, so, you know, it's little shit. It really got to this person, but they can't tell anybody. They can't even tell you. So they're keeping it to themselves, and they're like suffering because they're feeling this soul tie. And with the strength, it's taking a lot for them to hold back from you. They want to rush in. They want to come talk to you. They want to see you. They want to maybe even profess their feelings. They maybe want to tell you that they love you, right? I mean, this could be them for some of y'all. There is competition in your energy, not necessarily just from somebody who's possibly trying to get somebody else to do some black magic on you guys. I'm letting y'all know that just to keep yourself protected. A lot of people don't get juju, right? Like, they don't understand it. They don't really know what they're doing. They don't really know how to do this or do that or stop shit. A lot of people don't know how to protect themselves, and a lot of people don't know how to really do nothing to nobody. So it really ain't much for you to worry about. It's a bunch of crazy people talking that talk and not walking that walk. But if you want to protect yourself from it, you should and you can, because you never know. But I also do feel that you're sitting in this energy of manifesting all of your wants, your needs, your desires, and you do have multiple energies fighting for your attention. And this could be like a couple of different masculines, but also in combination with some friends or some family members, some new guys. Like, you just may have a lot of people that are constantly, it feels like, fighting for your energy and your attention, right? Which you actually may not like. Things are going to start to move fast. You're going to start to get like a lot of suitors, and I feel like these people are going to be a little bit aggressive, like kind of pushy and trying to force you to be with them regardless of if you want to or not. You may even tell people like, yeah, no, back up, you're not my type, or I'm not really feeling this, and they may still try to get pushy with you. So just be careful of all of that energy. But with justice and judgment, the scales are about to be balanced. The karmic scales, the scales of justice, the universal scales of life. Okay, everything is getting ready to balance out once this blessing makes its way to you. I don't feel like the blessing is all focused and surrounded around this emperor. If you missed the beginning, you know, go back and listen, I guess, or don't. It's your business. I don't care. But yeah, it's not all about this emperor. This emperor is not the blessing, right? This is just a part of your journey, whoever this emperor is. It could be this person coming back and trying to offer you some sort of stability and something real, you know, a new cycle where there's love and things. And the Nine of Wands could be here because y'all aren't fucking with it because of whatever y'all went through with this person in the past. I say have an open heart and have an open mind, but don't ever put your blinders on or no rose-colored glasses. You know, don't start overlooking red flags and bullshit if this person comes back. It looked like they coming back on some real shit. I've never seen anything like this. You know, with the Knight of Pentacles is the only Knight energy that I trust. The Emperor is trustworthy in the upright. We got the Ace of Cups, so it looks good. But just because it look good, I mean, it is going to be good, right? This is a master, whatever it is, right? So be careful of that. But at the same time, with justice, you know, the scales are going to be balanced. So you have a lot of fair treatment coming towards you that I feel you've deserved in the past, and you just didn't get it because it wasn't time for it wasn't ready yet. It wasn't your time to receive this positive shift in your timeline. Ooh, I love it. But so yeah, Six of Wands, winning, victory, admiration, you know, people looking up to you or valuing your opinion or what you have to say, but also just being like a pillar in your community, or just people, and that could be whatever community that you even work in. It doesn't have to be your living community. It could be online, you know, or whatever, but just being a pillar, you know, being, you know, top rated, and lots of people navigating or gravitating towards you to hear what you have to say, or to watch it how you do it, or to learn from you, or to get advice, or whatever it is, right? Dope shit. But regardless, with the Ace of Pentacles, it's bringing in financial wealth and abundance, right? So this is a really good reading, very positive. Make sure you claim this, okay, if it sounds like it's for you. And that's going to be our reading, y'all. So yeah, y'all have a lot going on, so be careful. Don't move too fast, especially with all these different options coming in and people fighting for your love and fighting for your attention and trying to be, you know, the one that you choose or whatever, right? Or trying to be the one to get you to say, oh yeah, you're my girl or whatever. It's like, be careful, because some of these motherfuckers don't have the right intentions. Some of them want to use you for what you have or what they think you have or the potential of what you're going to have. You know, some of them want to use you for clout because you're beautiful and you have you as a trophy to make that boost their ego and be able to tell people, oh, I got her, I had that, I'm bagging that. You know, like, be careful, sis, okay? That is not how you want to end up. All right, y'all, so that's going to be our reading. Be sure to give it a thumbs up, like it if you like it, subscribe if you like my vibe. My name is OmniBadu. I love each and every one of you guys. And until next time, bye.